Welcome to Every Fact Ever. Like and subscribe for more amazing facts. This is 50 facts about recycling. Fact number 1. Recycling is the process of creating new items from old and using materials that would have been thrown away. This helps to conserve energy, resources and space. Fact number 2. Aluminium cans can be recycled and used again in just 2 months. It's one of the most recycled items in the US, although other forms of aluminium, like sheets and bars, can also be recycled. Fact number 3. The energy saved from recycling one aluminium can is equivalent to watching 3 hours of television. If a can is thrown away and never recycled, it will actually take 500 years to decompose. Fact number 4. There are over 80 billion aluminium cans produced globally every year. Fact number 5. If you recycled all of the New York Times newspapers that were released today, you would save more than 75,000 trees. It would take around 500,000 trees just to produce the weekend edition of the New York Times. Fact number 6. Most Americans use at least 7 trees each year for wood, paper and paper towels. If you do the math, you'll find the whole US consumes 2.3 billion trees a year. Fact number 7. An average American uses 680 pounds of paper each year. Most Americans never recycle paper and it just gets thrown away. If you save 2,000 pounds of paper, that's the equivalent to 17 trees. Fact number 8. Americans use more than 2.5 million plastic objects every 30 minutes, and most of them are never recycled. Most of the bottles have numbers underneath, so you can tell which bottles can be recycled. Fact number 9. Plastic bags that are thrown away often end up in the ocean and can harm sea creatures. Some turtles think that the plastic bags are jellyfish, and the turtles eat these bags, and it causes poisoning and blockages. Fact number 10. Before the ban by most US states, Americans would throw away around 25 billion styrofoam cups a year. These styrofoam cups are essentially impervious to erosion, weathering and bacteria, and take over 500 years to break down. Fact number 11. It can take more than 4,000 years to decompose a glass bottle. It's one of the easiest materials to recycle and can actually be recycled indefinitely. Fact number 12. Glass bottles are separated by colour when they are recycled because they still retain their colour after being recycled. And still, even though it's well established fact that glass bottles can easily be recycled, most are still being thrown away. Fact number 13. Rainforests around the globe are decreasing at least 100 acres a minute. This can mainly be attributed to the slashing and burning of forest areas for agricultural purposes. But if you think about it, every 10 minutes, land the size of Central Park is destroyed. Fact number 14. Each year, we throw away enough wood and paper to heat 50 million homes for 20 years. In the US alone, people throw away approximately 1 billion trees worth of wood-based products every year. Fact number 15. You should definitely fix your leaky faucets. 1 drop of water per second wastes around 540 gallons of water per year. That's more than 6,600 cups a year. Fact number 16. A ton of recycled plastic can save 3,114 litres of oil, 20,786 megajoules of electricity, and 23 cubic metres of landfill space. 23 cubic metres is about the same size as a classic Mini Cooper. Fact number 17. In 2014, only 33% of the total number of plastic bottles sold in the US were recycled. The UK had a slightly larger number at 45%. Fact number 18. In the UK, for every million tonnes of plastic produced, almost 85% of it won't be recycled, and it ends up in a landfill site. Globally, the amount of plastic we throw away is enough to go around the Earth 4 times. Fact number 19. 80% of items buried in landfill could actually be recycled and reused. That's why it's the biggest contributor to soil pollution. Fact number 20. If you recycled a single plastic bottle, you could save enough energy to light up a 100-watt light bulb for 4 hours. It would create 50% less water pollution and 20% less air pollution, compared to creating a new bottle. Fact number 21. 75% of American waste can actually be recycled. Although there are many steps to be recycling, currently we only recycle 30%. Fact number 22. Motor oil never loses its effectiveness, it only gets dirty. We could just filter out the dirt and reuse it. Fact number 23. Switzerland has the highest recycling rate in the world at 58%. Australia comes next at 49.7% and Germany at 48%. Fact number 24. 1 tonne of recycled cardboard could save around 7 cubic metres of space in landfills, and that could save 174 litres of oil. Fact number 25. Women have more concerns about the environment and are more likely to recycle than men. Also, 90% of people claim that they would recycle if they knew some easy way to do it. Fact number 26. There are 5.25 trillion plastic particles floating in the ocean. 244,000 metric tons of floating plastic are regularly mistaken for new islands. Fact number 27. Over 100,000 marine animals die every year because of ingesting plastic waste. Autopsies performed on marine animals show their stomachs are lined with plastic. And remember, these animals are part of our food chain. Fact number 28. Glass bottles are indefinitely recyclable without losing their quality of purity. That's why today, to create a glass bottle, we recycle old ones. Fact number 29. In just 3 months, there are enough aluminium cans accumulated so that you could rebuild a commercial air fleet. Aluminium cans make up to 1% of the overall waste in the US. Fact number 30. Every time America celebrates a holiday, they produce 5 million tonnes of additional waste. Of the 5 million tonnes, 4 million tonnes composed of gift wraps and shopping bags. Fact number 31. Majority of junk mail discarded in the US ends up in landfills. If you transferred the energy used to create and distribute junk mail, you could heat 250,000 homes a day. Fact number 32. To produce 1 trillion pages of paper, you would have to cut down 8.5 million acres of trees. And that's an area bigger than the state of Maryland. Fact number 33. Businesses in the US use 21 million tonnes of paper each year. If you used all this paper to make a wall, it would be 12 foot high and from New York City to Los Angeles. Fact number 34. Paper-based chlorine pollution is a real problem. When factories produce paper, they sometimes use a chlorine-based bleach. When the paper later breaks down, it gives off the methane, which is 84 times worse than CO2. Fact number 35. 70% of all corrugated cardboards are recovered for recycling. It only takes 75% of the energy required to produce new cardboard. Fact number 36. The US produces 34 million tonnes of food waste per year. That's almost half the total food intake of the US. Fact number 37. Electronic waste comprises of 2% of the total waste in the US. It generates 1.8 million tonnes of landfill waste. Fact number 38. Recycling 1 tonne of trash costs $30, and it's the cheapest way to dispose of waste. It costs $50 to send the waste to landfill, and an additional $75 to incinerate. Fact number 39. A washable diaper costs 3 cents per use, while commercial diapers cost around 22 cents per use. On average, a baby uses 2,500 diapers a year. Fact number 40. Because landfills are so densely packed, no oxygen can penetrate it. This means only anaerobic bacteria can break down the waste, leading to slower decomposition. Anaerobic degradation causes a huge amount of methane gas, and a major contribution to global warming. Fact number 41. Burying coffins also contributes to land pollution due to the toxic chemicals in the materials used. More than 90,000 tonnes of steel and 2,700 tonnes of copper and bronze are buried yearly. Fact number 42. Most companies want their products to be disposed and not reused. Most products have what's called a built-in obsolescence. This is when the manufacturer knowingly builds a failure point into their product, thus limiting the product's potential lifespan. Fact number 43. Before the 20th century, people practiced reusing and recycling. Wasting was frowned upon in agricultural communities. Tanners would even collect urine and use it to tan animal skins. Fact number 44. Bones were the most recycled item before the 20th century. People used bones to create buttons and gelatin. Fact number 45. It was in 1824 when the first organised incineration of trash began. After the Industrial Revolution shifted to mass production, thus diminishing the value of scraps. Fact number 46. 70% of global electronic waste ends up in China, where family-run workshops try to recycle them. Although this is still technically recycling, their processes are rudimentary and do potentially more harm to the environment. Fact number 47. 133 square miles of aluminium foil is needed to wrap 20 million Hershey Kisses every day. Although aluminium is highly recyclable, most of these wrappers end up in the trash because nobody thinks that they can recycle such a small piece. Fact number 48. In the Pacific Ocean, there is a Great Pacific Garbage Patch, and it's 3 times the size of France. It's estimated to double in size within the next 5 years. Fact number 49. According to a study by Yale University, 12.8% of US landfill waste comes from construction and debris, rather than home waste. Although this does not represent the whole nation, this does suggest that construction workers could be more mindful about their product disposal. Fact number 50. There are 11 million tonnes of recyclable textiles disposed of in landfills each year. You could make about 85 billion shirts out of it. And that was 50 facts about recycling. Thank you for watching, and remember to like and subscribe for more amazing facts. If you still haven't had your facts fix, try watching some of these videos. And if you have any suggestions for topics you'd like to see covered, please leave a comment down below.